Good morning, everyone. It's Miss Roberts, your counselor for counselors, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 examples of progress monitoring. And those of you who are part of the SBLC committee probably are familiar with this. If you are educators or teachers, I'm sure you've heard this as well. So progress monitoring is a term that you will hear throughout the year when it comes to preparing for SBLC, IEP, 504s, or any other such meetings. Many educators and counselors struggle with determining which items are appropriate to present for progress monitoring. This is a QRG, a quick reference guide, and it will provide you with 5 examples that may be presented for such meetings. Now, every school district is different. These are just examples from the areas and districts that I have worked in. And if you think this quick reference guide is helpful, at the end of the presentation, feel free to contact me and I can send you a digital form that you can keep in your office or classroom. Number 1, running records. These are used for reading fluency and accuracy. It shows how students read aloud. It will count the number of words read correctly. And one of the testing examples I provided is the DIBELS testing or DIBELS testing. This is done in K through 8 and K through 3. I'm so sorry, K through 3 in Louisiana, and it provides data to show during a meeting where a child may be struggling. Number 2, exit tickets. These are used at the end of a lesson or a class period. It's determined if the student understood the content or the concept taught. Examples of an exit ticket might be, in your own words, explain the theme of our novel, Flowers for Algernon. Now, I know that this is a middle school reading text. Some districts do not use Flowers for Algernon anymore, but it's just an example. What they can gather from here is the student's ability to write in a sentence, put words together, spelling, if they can understand the concept of theme, and reading comprehension for the story, if reading comprehension is an area that the child is struggling with. Number 3, math fluency. Fact fluency time test and skilled assessments. A fluency test example might be addition facts for lower grade levels of the 5 fact family, or fact 8 timetables, and they're done in a time limit. These are great. You can also, depending on the school district that you're in, there's On Course if you're doing that. There's Khan Academy. There's Adventum. There's various other programs that your district might use that assess the students with their math that you can pull from. Number 4, weekly writing or reading comprehension samples depending on what the student is struggling with and you're presenting. Writing checks for grammar, mechanics, and structure, and reading comprehension checks for understanding of story and story elements and other things. A writing example that I've seen presented before was about a story that was being read, and the student had to rewrite what they understood from the story. And the writing was, the girl pet the cat in the hat. They were reading The Cat in the Hat, and at part of the story, the child had tried to pet the cat. If you know The Cat in the Hat, then you know the story. Anyway, this is just a writing example that was presented as data for this student. Number 5, behavior charts and notes. Some students don't just go for referrals or referred for academics, generally in ELA and math. Some of them also might be referred for behavior challenges. The behavior chart and notes will share how a student who is struggling with certain behaviors is managing the behaviors along with rewards that seem to be working or not working. An example of that, a student sits during instruction. That might be the behavior goal. Week 12, students sat 3 out of 5 days with the reward of extra computer time on Friday. Recess timeout didn't work. Now, in many school districts, they don't allow for you to take recess away from a student as part of a consequence, but some school districts do. So this is just, again, an example that has been used previously for data. Extra computer time seems to benefit this student, and it's usually educational games that they are allowed to play on the computer during dismissal, getting ready for dismissal. Sometimes they're able to do it in between lessons if they complete their lesson ahead of time. So this allows the committee to see what's working and what is not working. In short, progress monitoring is very important for data reviews as well as data for your SBLC meetings. These examples are very basic and generic, as each district has a more specific example they may prefer teachers and staff to use. I will list some programs that have been used to track your data and can be brought as samples for meetings. Again, this is in the districts that I have worked in previously, and they've accepted these programs to help with tracking data. Edutopia, Edmentum, iReady, Zern, Khan Academy, Imagine Learning. Your district might not have these programs, or they might have other programs that they prefer that you use. They might allow for module assessments for your math to be used. They may allow for homework. As examples, in our district, we were not allowed to use homework as exact data, but it could be used for supplemental data to go with other things, but it couldn't be used on its own. Again, these are just basic and generic examples. If you thought this QRG was beneficial for you and you'd like a digital copy, here's my contact information. Feel free to contact me or reach out at any of those areas and let me know, and I can send you a digital copy. Thank you so much. Hope this helps.